What's up, everyone? My name is Conon Gillis, and I'm your candidate for Missouri State Senate in District 32. Over this past weekend, I was able to go to Joplin's March for Science, and I was able to go to Webb City's event called Cruisapalooza downtown. Now, if you stepped outside of your house at any point over the weekend, then you saw that it was pretty cold and very windy. So I think those two things combined really made the turnout at both of those events kind of low, but it was still pretty good because at the March for Science, I did get to go and show my support for science and fighting climate change and that kind of stuff. Also, I got to see one of my former students who was there, and that was pretty great. Then I got to go over to Cruisapalooza, try and meet a bunch of people. Weather kind of kept a lot of people indoors, which I don't blame them because it was very, very cold out there. But I was able to meet a few people, hand out some cards, and answer some people's questions. So overall, still not too bad. Wish it would have been better. Like last year, there were many, many more people, but, can't fix the weather. So overall, not too bad. All right, so events that I have coming up this week. On April 19th, I'm going to be at Joplin's Third Thursday, which is going to be downtown. It's going to run from 5:30 to 8:30. I'll have a table set up there, trying to meet people, answer as many questions as I possibly can. So if you want to come out, meet me, then stop by, talk to me. If you want to come out and volunteer, even better. I'll get you a Vote Gillis t-shirt. You can meet some people, shake hands, answer questions, hand stuff out. We'd more than love to have you. Then 2 days later, I'm going to be at Neosho on April 21st, running the Dogwood 5K, which starts at 9 a.m. at Neosho High School. If you want to come out and ask me any questions, meet me, anything like that, then by all means stop on by. But please talk to me before the race or talk to me after the race. I'm not one of those people that can really carry on a conversation while I'm in the middle of running. It's just never been something that I've been able to do. But if you want to ask me any questions before or after the race, then by all means stop by. My wife and I will be wearing our Vote Gillis t-shirts, so you can pretty much pick us out. So hope to see everybody at these two events. All right, so today I'm going to comment on something that has been a really big issue in Missouri politics for quite a while now, and it had a new development last week. So back in January, our Missouri Governor, Eric Greitens, he admitted that he had an affair with his hairstylist a couple years ago. And for the most part, at that point, I tried to kind of stay out of it and not judge the governor based on this, because while I don't agree with his decision to have an affair, what happened between he and his hairstylist, as long as it was between consenting adults, honestly, I think that is just something for Eric Greitens, the hairstylist, and Eric Greitens' wife. That is kind of something for them to work through and solve on their own. And that's not really the kind of place that I think the government should go sticking its nose. Now, since then, there's been a little bit of a question on whether or not the governor took a photograph of the hairstylist and then used that to try and blackmail her. And because of that, the Missouri General Assembly has been doing an investigation to kind of figure out what exactly happened. And in the course of the investigation, they have interviewed people, including the hairstylist, and then because they are confident in what she has said, they put out this report last week that pretty much changes everything in my eyes. So if you want to read the report, if you search Eric Greitens' full report or something like that, it'll probably be one of the first things that comes up, and so then you can read everything. Now, so I've read through the report, and it now appears that the hairstylist is saying that she was not as willing a participant in these sexual acts as Eric Greitens led everybody on to believe. And so this makes it a very, very different scenario, because it basically shows that he has used his position as a man of power to coerce her into doing something that she did not want to do. And he did not pick up on her cues that she did not want to do this, even though she very explicitly said that she wanted to leave and some other stuff like that. But he basically used his position and his power and the fact that she had to get to work to pretty much get her to do these things. And in my opinion, this is some pretty sick stuff that our society should be fighting against. And so now I am joining with with a lot of people across the state in multiple political parties that are saying that the governor should resign, because honestly, when you're the governor, you are the face of Missouri's government. And somebody that's going to do something like this is not the kind of person that we want representing our state. Also, it's like, whether you're the governor or not, this isn't the kind of thing anybody should be doing to another human being, let alone the governor. And he even knew he was seeking political office when he did this. And in my eyes, like, if you're a politician or if you're in lots of different roles, you should be looking to be a role model, not looking to coerce people into doing things and honestly just being a sleazebag. So I'm saying that he should resign. Now, he's already kind of come out and said like that he's not going to resign, but so then I'm going to say, okay, we have a process for this. House of Representatives, it's time for you to impeach him. Get him out of there. This isn't the person that we need representing our state. And I know that a lot of people in the House of Representatives are Republicans, and Eric Greitens is a Republican. So, but the thing is this the person that you want leading your party in the state of Missouri? And if you're willing to overlook this, and if you're willing to say yes, then there's something wrong with you too, and I want you out of the House of Representatives. And I know there's a lot of people down here in our area that they campaigned with Eric Greitens, and I don't blame you for that because you didn't know about any of this stuff back then, so I'm not going to hold that against you. But now you know, and now you are in a position to do something and hold him accountable and show that this kind of action is not allowed, not by the governor, not by anybody. You need to use that responsibility and get him out of there. If you want to go on and read the report, then by all means do it. If you don't, I'll understand, just keep in mind there is some explicit content in there. Anyway, what do you guys think about the entire situation with Eric Greitens? Do you think he should resign? Anything like that? Comment that down here in the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys next week.